Welcome to the Recruiting Roundup. For Randall Riley, I'm Joshua Miller. Today I'd like to talk to you about mobile-friendly recruiting. But first, if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications so you never miss out on new driver recruiting content. And if you're over on our website, just scroll down to the bottom of the page you're watching this video on, and you can click that box with the YouTube and show logos. That'll take you over to our YouTube page and ask you to subscribe. Quick question. How are you watching this video? Is it on a desktop, a laptop, or is it on a smartphone? As of last April, Pew Research reported that 97% of Americans now own some sort of cell phone and 85% of Americans own a smartphone. 85%. That's a pretty big number. And here's another one. According to those polled for our latest Truckers News and Overdrive Connectivity Study, 83% of drivers use their smartphones to access the internet, with 80% of those drivers using their smartphones to regularly access their social media accounts. That means if you truly want to succeed with your online messaging and driver recruiting efforts, you must make sure your content is easy to access, read, and navigate, not just on desktops, but on mobile devices. Smartphones have become a huge part of everyday life. Think about how many times a day you look at your phone or hop on an app or over to YouTube. Truckers are no different. Having a quick and easy way to surf the web, watch a show, or look for new driving opportunities while they're out on the road has changed the game. And while younger drivers do embrace smartphone technology at a higher rate than older drivers, that doesn't mean that the older veteran drivers don't use the tech at all. 86% of drivers up to 34 years old report using a smartphone most often to access the internet. For drivers in the 35 to 54-year-old range, it's 80%. And for those 55 and older, 60% of drivers still report using smartphones most often for internet access. With all those drivers having and using smartphones at such a high rate, you need to tailor your content, whether that be your driver ads or even applications themselves, for smartphones. Take the time to view and test everything that goes out on a smartphone. Does the text line up? Are the images formatted correctly for the devices? If a driver comes across your ads or your website and they're not properly optimized for mobile or smartphone devices, you've severely hindered your chances of success. Think about it. If you were looking for a new job and there were tons of companies with open positions you'd be perfect for, would you bother to submit an application to a company whose website functions poorly or you had a hard time navigating on your smartphone? Or would you be more likely to submit an app to a company whose website, ads, and apps all looked great and were easy to navigate right from your phone? Speaking of applications, how many questions does yours have? Maybe a better question would be, how many do you need? An application with redundant and repetitive questions can be frustrating in general, but think about how much time that adds to the process or how many extra scrolls it takes a driver to get through. If you're not already, set your forms up to autofill information that you may already have on the driver. Remove repetitive questions and in general do everything you can to streamline and remove friction from the process. Try experimenting with a click to call button on your ads. They see a great looking ad, it catches their attention, so they click a button, boom, they're talking to someone on your team. No friction. Remember, there are countless opportunities for drivers out there right now, so do all you can to make your fleet stand out. Little things like taking the time to make sure your sites, ads, and apps are easy to navigate and use on smartphones may end up being the thing that makes a big impact. If you like our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can click that bell for notifications so you never miss out on any of our driver recruiting content.